Hey, what's up everyone? It's Stargirl the Practical Witch and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So we're going to figure out what you can expect August 2020 based on tarot. So I'm going to have you guys pick one of the options, and then once you pick an option you can fast forward to the timestamp I provide in the pinned comment or the description to fast forward right to your prediction, see what you can expect August 2020 and also what your messages are. But before we get started on today's video, I do want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors Teamy Blends, who were kind enough to make today's video happen. But as soon as I do that, it's going to be an up close shot of the cards where you can meditate on which one is calling to you. I'll be right back. So as you guys can see, I am drinking my Teamy Blends 30-day detox tea. One of my goals was to start being more healthy, to start detoxing my body of all the junk that I put in it, because I like salty foods, I like junk food, I'm not gonna lie. But one of the things I wanted to do was start becoming beautiful from the inside out, where I would work on my health, and in turn working on my health would start making me appear better because I'm healthier, and health is beauty, right? That's why I was really excited to try Teamy Blends, because it's supposed to detox your body of all of the unhealthy things that we put into it, and also just overall make you feel better so you have that glow about you. I have been doing this now for about 3 weeks, and when I got it in the mail and I started doing it, it was extremely easy to do in the mornings right before I got ready for work. It's just 2 easy steps, and these 2 easy steps make the whole day better in my experience. Now, it's not supposed to be a quick fix kind of thing, because it's supposed to work over the span of 30 days. That's why it's called a 30-day detox. But this is a good thing, because anything that's really going to make a substantial difference, that's going to be healthy for you, is going to take a little bit to start working. And that's one of the reasons why I really felt good about doing Teamy Blends, because it's supposed to improve your overall gut health over a period of time. As you guys know, if you follow me, I do suffer from low energy, low motivation, but after only a few days of drinking the Teamy Blend 30-day detox, I noticed right away there was an increase in energy. And also, now that I'm at the 3.5-week mark, I've noticed that the bloat around my stomach that would retain water, the bloat on my face, is just flushed out. It does not retain now that I've been drinking Teamy Blends, and the energy is so good that I'm actually drinking it during a pick a card during work right now. So if you guys want to join this journey with me where we become beautiful from the inside out through improving our health, through detoxing our body of all the junk we put into it, definitely check out Teamy Blends teas. I have the link in the description. You can click that link and visit Teamy Blends and just look through their product. They have amazing products that are designed to make you beautiful from the inside out, because beauty is health, and the better we treat the insides of our bodies, the better we are going to look outwardly, because it's going to show on our mood and our skin. Definitely check out the link I provide down below. Check out Teamy Blends 30-day detox. Let's use this time together to feel amazing, look fabulous, and improving your gut health. Drinking this tea is a great place to start. So thank you guys so much for sitting through that. Now let's get back to a straight up view of the cards. Alright, group number 1, so let's go ahead and see what's going on with you guys for August 2020 and what messages you have to hear from Spirit for August 2020, and also what's going to happen and stuff like that. So there's actually something I really wanted to talk to you guys about, actually everybody about, but this specifically pertains to you, group number 1. The thing that I have realized in my 2 years, I know, a whole 2 years, but it's felt like a lifetime of reading tarot, is that a lot of the times the higher forces, your spirit guides, don't really want like shamans or tarot readers or anything like that, or even astrologers to predict verbatim the future. And that's because it gets in the way of your karmic path. That's because it's something that's actually it's not low vibrational for every reader, but for me personally, I noticed that when I was trying to predict the future with verbatim events for the past 6 months, like December, I started getting really drained when I was doing tarot readings. And whenever you get drained when you're doing healing work, it's normally because something is not in alignment. So I'm going to try to make this so I'm going to show you guys what your spirit guides, what spirit is allowing you to see during this time. A lot of the times your spirit guides, they have a certain path for you, and they really don't like if someone tries to interrupt that path and kind of take away the lesson by saying verbatim what's going to happen. It's like, for me, it feels kind of a little off, like energetically I'm not supposed to do it, if that makes sense. But group number 1, I think that's like a huge message for you, is that a lot of you guys, you want to know the future of exactly what is going to happen, when something exciting is going to happen. That's a big thing I heard for you. You guys are like, all right, I've been waiting here for my blessings. I've been waiting for my destiny to come about. I've been waiting for that moment of destiny, that moment of glory. I've been waiting for that scene in a movie where, you know, the protagonist finally has that revelation and something big finally happens, and then it's like a straight shot from there, like an 8 Mile, right? When Eminem finally plays that show and he's able to, I'm getting the tingles, some of you guys might like Eminem, but he's playing that show and he's like finally not stuttering and he's in the flow, and that's when he gets signed. You guys are waiting for that moment of glory where, it's your scene in 8 Mile, right? Where things turn around, and you guys want to know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, is it going to happen in August? And your spirit guides are showing me that a lot of you guys are very impatient. Whenever I get the divine timing card, guys, this card is like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, whenever I get this card for a pile, I'm like, this is the pile that are the dreamers. They have high hopes, they have high expectations, but they're like, when is it gonna happen? So what I can see, group number 1, essentially what spirit wants to tell you is that a lot of what is going on right now in your life, and this is for everybody, it's not just you, okay? So if you guys are tarot readers, astrologers, and you're not able to predict verbatim as you used to be, whatever the case is, or you're not getting the same accurate messages, group number 1, this is because where the North Node is right now, in the certain, I'm not going to get into astrology too much, but in this certain place, in what's going on astrologically in the world, this is like, guys, I can't stress this enough, this is a huge turn of fate, this is a huge turn of karma. When Mars and Uranus go conjunct, oh my gosh, guys, like, this is a huge switch in destiny. This is like that time where destinies change, things change completely in our lives, putting us on the new path, on the new journey, on the new adventure, the new chapter. And right now, after the destruction, we're at the healing and build-up phase. So for a lot of you guys, you're not seeing clearly, as I can see with the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. You're not seeing clearly the future. There's something you're not seeing, and it's deliberately hidden from you, from your spirit guides, as I see with the Temperance card. This is your path right now is being deliberately hidden from you, because this is a time of healing for everyone. This is a huge shift in destiny, and your life is going to change, but your spirit guides know that if they were to tell you what it was right now, or reveal what it was, it would defeat the purpose of healing, and it would get in the way of your path. And I hate delivering that message as a tarot reader, because I understand how it sounds, and if I heard a tarot reader tell me that, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, and I get it. But that's honestly the only message that felt good for me to tell you right now, is that a lot of your vision is being hidden because your spirit guides, group number 1, and I'm getting the chills again. They're very protective of you and your karmic path. They are very protective of you, because when I see the Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Swords, this means that your spirit guides, first of all, they don't play around. They are heavily with you right now, making sure that nothing gets in the way of the healing and the path you need to take. And also, I'm getting the feeling, group number one, that the reason why your spirit guides are so intense and the reason why your spirit guides are more rigid than the other ones is because in this life, you are meant to do something pretty big. I think like group number one, you're meant to do something pretty big. But the reason why your spirit guides are more like strict with you, which means they won't let you see a lot of things. They will take things that are not supposed to be in your life and throw them out. They won't let you play too much. They will literally knock anyone out of your path that is not on the path you're supposed to take, because in this life you're not meant to mess around, group number one. You're meant to do something pretty substantial, I feel. And for a lot of you guys, when I see the communication card and the lotus flower card right here, the lotus flower represents milk and honey, and some of the songs I was playing for you guys, they talk a lot about milk, honey, and peaches, which represents nourishment, which represents the sweetness of life. So a lot of you guys, this huge life purpose I see, because I also had the life purpose card for you, it involves some sort of communication. And communication is so much, it's so broad, but keep in mind this is a general reading, but it's essentially anything to do from how do we communicate nowadays. We communicate through social media, we communicate messages through movies, through TV shows, we communicate messages through YouTube, through blogs, through social media, we communicate messages through writing of books, writing of scripts, writing of poetry, lyrics, music. So communication, when I see that, it's obviously it's like it's so broad because this is a general reading, but I really feel like it has something to do with like the third house, or communicating something, communicating a message, communicating art, communicating something, which like I said is everything nowadays, because everything runs on social media. So a lot of the things in your life, when you go to psychic healers, when you go to tarot readers, when you do pick a cards, I would stay away from obsessively doing pick-a cards, because a lot of the time for you, group number one, it's not going to resonate. Or when you look at your horoscope, it's not going to apply the same way it does for everyone, or when anything like that. And the reason being is because your path is like, what I'm hearing is your spirit guides are so protective of your path, because in this life you don't have a lot of time to mess around, because you have a goal. Like especially when I get the life purpose card and it's firmly rooted in the ground. And it's funny because right now Jupiter and Pluto is in Mula right now in the nakshatra in Indian astrology. I'm still learning, so I'm not claiming to be an expert, but what I can say is I feel like it's uprooting for you your life purpose. So right now, guys, you in sidereal astrology, you could have Jupiter, Pluto in your 6th house, your 10th house, your 2nd house of career, of the way you make money. The spirit guides right now are trying to get you to see your life purpose by uprooting a lot of things in your life, because the nakshatra Mula with Jupiter, Pluto there is about uprooting things. So they're trying to uproot a lot of things in your life that are getting in the way of your path. That is why your spirit guides came off as very like aggressive to me. They seem kind of aggressive, and they feel aggressive and a little angry, because they're trying to move things. Like even with me, they're like, don't reveal stuff that doesn't need to be revealed right now. You don't have the right to do that. Yeah, I'm getting the tingles. Like they're saying, yeah, your spirit guides, guys, look at this. You have 2 of the spirit guide cards and the sword. They're like, there are certain things this person needs to learn, and there are certain things that they need to go through. And the fact they're actually a little upset at you for doing this pick a card, because I'm getting group number one, a lot of you have been doing astrology pick a cards, or you've been wanting to know like when's the next thing going to happen, and you've given up faith. And part of your big lesson in this life is to trust. And also I see that a lot of you guys, I will say this, a lot of you are really in tune with spirit and spirit guides. Your brain is a little too tapped into the other side. Now, when I started this channel, a very big thing of mine was I wanted to help people with their spiritual gifts who had in tune brains. You guys do, okay? And one thing I'm seeing from this, I'm just gonna say it, is that with this insight card, guys, this absolutely tells me, I don't know what you guys do. I don't know if it's your birth chart, but you guys are very in tune with spirit and spirit guides. You guys have had negative psychic experiences. You guys have had sleep paralysis. You guys have had instances where you can't explain because you're able to communicate. Once again, I want to go back to this. The sword is about communicating. You're able to communicate with spirits, and you're able to communicate with the other side. A lot of you, this manifests when you're a child. When you're a child, this is like when it's strongest, because this is when you're closer to the divine. A lot of you're able to communicate with these spirit guides, and I think a lot of you guys, like, I heard the message for those of you who communicate or write or do whatever, you channel spirit through that communication. You 100% do. Like, when I see these cards, you absolutely do. So group number 1, what I will tell you about your journey, where you are right now, is that I am seeing that you are deliberately being put on hold. As I see with the 2 of feathers and the Hanged Man, it kind of feels like nothing's happening. You're going to be stuck here forever. Things are going to be boring and stagnant forever. I'm getting, like, group number 1, I'm getting from you is you're starting to feel very defeated, because you're like, I don't care about anything. I can't find my passion. When I do really care about something, it doesn't work out. So why should I bother? Like, you're just starting to get, I'm feeling like you're starting to get a little resentful at life, because the thing about it is you want this excitement. You're trying to move forward. You're manifesting. You're doing all these things you can in order to get what you want. But like the excitement dies out, you know, something happens where you don't get what you want, and there's just sort of like this resentment and this like, well, screw it mentality is what I see. So group 1 thing that I do see is that, let's get back to the anxiety thing. I think a lot of you guys, like I said, are very in tune. As I see with this insight card, you guys are very like naturally, like, some people have to develop that third eye chakra. Some people have to really develop their mediumship. Some people, it doesn't come natural to them, but group number 1, it comes natural to you. But what I'm seeing is that your third eye chakra is almost overactive. It's overactive because I'm actually getting it's overactive, which means that it's working too hard, and you guys are getting a lot of anxiety about, this person doesn't really like me, these people don't really like me, everyone's thinking negative about me, and you're like having racing negative thoughts is what I'm hearing, group number 3, because your third eye chakra is so active. Because that's the thing, group number 3, I actually feel like your third eye chakra is not blocked at all. Now that I'm feeling this, I actually feel like it's too open, where you're picking up a little bit too much psychic messages. You're picking up, you're too in your head, because your third eye chakra is about your brain and you being able to perceive things, and you picking up a lot of like your intuition, but it's almost, when it's too active, it brings anxiety. And I feel, group number 1, you're going through a lot of anxiety right now because of that, and you're way too in your head. A lot of you guys, you spend way too much time being secluded and alone. And also what I'm hearing is that, this anxiety that you suffer with really hurts your authenticity, because when I see this Fool card, it's almost like they're wearing a mask in order to protect themselves and their emotions. So group number 1, what I really feel for you is that spirit is trying to send you in August friends who you can really be authentic with. That's what I feel. I feel like spirit is really trying to send you people you can be authentic with, your authentic self. You don't have to put on a mask of being happy. You don't have to put on whatever mask that you wear in front of people, because I really feel like spirit is pushing you towards making friends with people who you can be very authentic and vulnerable with, because part of this anxiety you have developed, group number 1, stems from a really big part of caring too much what people think about you. Your brain's always racing. Like when I see this card of the Page of Feathers and the 9 of Swords, this talks about messages and like talking to people. It's almost like you get anxiety talking to people. You're worried about saying the wrong thing. You have to put on this heavy mask in order to talk to certain people. You have different masks for each person in order to protect your heart. And a lot of the times when this is happening, group number 1, we're not even fully aware of it, because the reason why we're not aware of it is because we don't like to address these things about ourselves. But you'll notice, like, You'll put on like a certain attitude when you talk to people because you think it's what they want. You're always going over in your head what they really meant by what they said. You have a lot of anxiety about communicating with other people in an authentic way. And this is actually because a lot of you guys, first of all, your third eye chakra is too overactive. You spend way too much alone in your head. And also because a lot of you guys, you're trying to protect your heart because your heart chakra is closed. And a lot of you guys might be, well, I'm a good person. I care about other people. I'm really empathetic. Yes, group number 1, you are empathetic. Yes, you do care about people in a deep way, which only like deeply in tune psychics like yourself really feel. But the thing is, when you're so in tune, when you're so psychic, sometimes you have to put up a guard on your heart, like a lock. That's what it looks like. You have to put up a lock on your heart, because if you were to pick up all of the emotions, if you were to feel people deeply all the time, it would hurt you. So you put a lock on your heart. That's what I'm hearing, is you put a lock on your heart. You put a lock on your heart by putting on a fake mask, because if you're not truly, fully authentic with people, then they can't really hurt you. Then they can't really get inside of you. Then they can't reject you. Then they can't judge you. So a lot of what happens is that the friends around you, the people around you, they're not true connections, because what you're doing is you're putting on such a heavy mask in order to hide your real self, in order to please other people, that you're starting to lose yourself. As I see with this gecko, it's almost like they camouflage with their skin. And also this reflection, you reflect back what people want you to be, because it protects your heart. And you might think it's because, I just want people to be happy and I don't want people to feel as bad as me, so I make sure to make them feel comfortable by being what they want. No, you're doing this to guard your own heart. You're protecting your own heart when you do this, so no one has access to the real you. And this is actually a very good thing. But I'll tell you something, group number 1, people who don't trust themselves enough to be authentic and open with other people, it's generally because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself to be able to discern with this Knight of Feathers in reverse who you can be like that with and who you can't. You're not trusting your intuition, even though your intuition is on overdrive. You're not trusting that. Group number 1, this is going to be a huge journey for you in August about empowerment. Because what I want to say, group number 1, is sometimes with your enemies, this is what I'm hearing with people, you will do this thing where you will disempower yourself in order to make other people feel more powerful. You will dim yourself in order to build other people up. You will make yourself look weak in order to build other people up, or you will make other people feel like they are the messiah of your life, just to build them up. Look at that. It's like you put yourself down to build people up. And I'm hearing group number 1, August is going to be a huge time where you really realize that if you are always being the victim, how are you going to be the victor? That's like a very big message that always came up for me. That's a very big message that came up for me. When I was going through my stuff with self-love, it was like I heard someone say, how can you be the victor in your life if you're always playing the victim? And it's not an insult, because group number 1, if you are playing the victim, it's normally from, you grew up knowing that if you were to play weak, or if you were to be weak, you would get more support or validation, or normally it's because you really were victimized in your life in a way that wasn't fair, where people took advantage of you, where people treated you in awful ways, and you are a victim. And there's nothing wrong with feeling like that for a while and letting yourself feel sad and letting yourself grieve. But the thing is, because I hate that, I hate when people are like, stop being a victim. Like, it's okay to be the victim for a little while if it helps you heal and address what you're going through. But after a while, group number 1, it's time to pick yourself up out of the shower. It's time to stop crying. It's time to go take a shower. It's time to embrace the fact that you are powerful, and to, as I see the solar plexus chakras in reverse, which means you dim your light, you put down your confidence. Group number 1, maybe when you were younger, you had more confidence, but it's time to reverse this back to the upright and take back your power and stop letting people stop building other people up while they put you down. Make yourself, save yourself, be your own Messiah. That was and you know what, guys, group number 1, I feel for you because I went through this too. And I'm saying this because I went through it and I feel your energy. But after a while, it's time to do that 80s movie montage. Get your life together. Start empowering yourself. Start, not tolerating stuff from people that you don't like. If people don't like you when you're being authentic, bye. So what? When you get to the point where you can be authentic and you don't care what people think, and you realize when you do this, you attract the right people on your resonance, this is when you're going to receive increased support. And you're going to receive a lot, because I had a vision of the North Node going into your 11th house of Taurus, which means increased support with friends and network circles who see your value, who bring value into your life, because you're starting to be authentic and unapologetic. Therefore, you're attracting into your life increased support. You're attracting increased support from people that is going to help you build your dreams, that are going to help you build your life purpose. And with the 6th house, this is going to be people who are going to help you with your work and your job. Some of you feel unmotivated. A lot of you guys feel unmotivated. You have a hard time getting inspired. You feel tired. You feel lethargic. You don't want to do anything. All of those things is because that solar plexus, it's because you feel like a victim. You feel like a victim, and it's okay to be that victim, but Spirit is saying in this point of time, it's time for you to realize that you're a lot more powerful than you're portraying and seeing yourself. You're a lot more powerful. I want to give you guys an example. If you watch my videos from when I'm from February to now, you'll feel a huge difference in energy. That difference in energy is owning your power. And this comes from stop being that's enough. I'm not a victim. I'm a victor, and I don't need anyone to save me, and I'm going to get in control of my life. And if people don't like me, oh well, because now I'm attracting the right partner, the right friends, the right situations that are in alignment with my realist energy. That's going to bring me the most confidence, group number 1. That's what I want to tell you. So I know it's hard in the moment not to care what people think. It's so easy to care. It's so easy to be like, oh, they don't like me. Oh, I said the wrong thing, and overthink it. If you have to overthink with people, if you have to over-explain, bye, they're not worth it, and you're worth much more. And because you make those actions of self-love, Spirit is showing me you're attracting more abundance. You're attracting people who you're going to work together. They're going to hook you up with amazing opportunities. They're going to hook you up with blessings. And group number 1, when I see this let yourself shine next to the insight card, you guys, oh my gosh, you have a beautiful golden aura. It is beautiful. And when I used to teach auras, oh my gosh, I have to redo a lot of these things. This golden aura, a lot of teachers, preachers have this, divinely inspired people. You'll notice if you go to a church and you find a pastor who's really in tune with God, not just religion, they will have this beautiful gold aura. You have this divine gold aura that I see is going to start shining out of you towards the end of August 2020, because I see you guys are going to start realizing this, and you're going to start glowing. And yes, a lot of people are going to leave your life. A lot of things are going to leave your life, because Mula is about uprooting, right? But this uprooting needs to happen for you, group number 1, because when these people are uprooted from your life, you're finally going to have that shine back. And it also makes me think of The Shining when I see this insight and let yourself shine. If you guys have watched The Shining, you guys have the shine. You guys have the shine. And if you watch Red Rum 2, the second of The Shining, they will literally find kids with the shine, and those vampires will eat their shine by torturing them to death, by swallowing their life essence to stay young. Group number 1, you have that kind of shine. So get rid of all of these vampires around you. When you start owning your power, that's what I see for you. And also, group number 1, I'm seeing that a lot of you guys, you might be overthinking with how things are going to happen. How is all these blessings going to enter my life? How are things going to happen? Your plans seem to not be working and stalling, right? With this upside down. That's not what Spirit wants you to focus on. Spirit wants you to work on self-love and saving yourself and getting yourself out of that victim mindset, becoming empowered. And when you do that, that's when everything's going to fall into place and the right people are going to hook you up. Because like I said, group number 1, this is a huge point in destiny. Now, I do see a lot of you guys, you guys might have recently went through a breakup or separation with a friend. Like, I'm seeing that big. This was your spirit guides heavily protecting you, you know, and a lot of you guys start talking to your spirit guides. They want that. Say, or God, talk to God. Pray and ask them. Be like, are you there? Talk to them. This helps so much, guys. It's going to help you in your life. And yeah, that's what I see for you guys. So that's all I have for you. This was long. Hope you have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your August 2020 reading on what you need to hear right now and what you can expect based on tarot. So Group 2, I do want to tell you that some of you guys with this attraction card and also the clover card, you guys are attracting some sort of manifestation, some sort of lucky break, some sort of prayer is coming through for you, group number 2. And you know, another card I had as well was gold, divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So group number 2, I will tell you this. August is going to be a very magical time for you, and it's going to be a major time for everyone because with where the nodes are, with what's going on astrologically, we're all stepping in or about to step into a new timeline, the new movie. And I'm seeing group number 2, a lot of you guys have been wishing for something to come into your life that would finally change your life to be more in alignment with what it is that you want. Because I see group number 2, a lot of you guys, you're the type of people who have really big dreams. You're really ambitious. You'll do anything to get there. But some of you guys are lost as to how you're going to get there, how your dreams are going to come true, how you're going to achieve greatness. Some of you guys are you've been in this rut where a lot of you have just been going through this huge time of healing, as I can see with so many cards, that a lot of your life was on a standstill, as I see with the Ice Queen. Group number 2, a lot of you guys, your life recently has been on a standstill and a lot of blessings and manifestations were not coming through for you. A lot of things weren't working out for you. Your life was on this hold because this was a time for you of healing a lot of childhood wounds. That's what I got for you guys. I will say this, with what's going on astrologically, this was a huge time of healing for everybody. And that's because the nodes were at this certain degree in Gemini and sidereal astrology where it's represented by the teardrop. So everyone was going through this. But for you, group number 2, I think it's important for you to know that you are not the only one suffering from this, obviously. But I want you to know that a lot of people were going through dark night of the soul, where they had to face their shadow, where they had to heal from a lot of generational karma. Because one of the major signs that came up for you, group number 2, is K2, the South Node. I keep seeing that for you, group number 2. And also with this DNA strand right here, if you look at him, he's meditating and he's healing his DNA up here. That's what this card has. So I feel like a lot of you guys, what was going on for you, the reason why manifestations were blocked, the reasons why things weren't happening, the reasons why everything was at a standstill and there seemed to be a lack of joy, was because you were meant to face some of your shadow sides. You were meant to heal some generational karma. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with being able to receive and also realizing that your worth does not come from success, and also how to balance your masculine and feminine energies. Those are all things, because what I'm seeing for you, group number 2, with this Moon and Capricorn card, What this tells me is that there's likely some sort of wound around your mother where you watched growing up, your mother had to work hard for everything they had to hustle, they had to pay the bills, your mom or your guardian figure had to work really hard for everything that they had, and you watched that, and there was this belief that stuck in you that you also have to work really hard to earn nice things in life, which you don't. But another thing about it is a lot of you guys, you could just have a mother wound where the relationship with your mother wasn't good, and therefore relationships with women are not good either, because both mirror each other. So whatever the case is, a lot of you guys, you have really started to become self-aware. You have healed and actively healed your mental health is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys, you might have looked up how to heal your mental health. You might have gotten a psychiatrist or a psychologist. You guys might have actively been trying to improve yourself as people, and actively trying to improve the things about yourself you don't like. And you're starting to see people and yourself in a very clear manner. And you have done so much self-growth to group number 2 that what God is going to do for you, this is what I'm feeling, is God is sending you in a major blessing because you have successfully tackled a lot of your demons and your shadows. So when I see divine intervention, God sends miracles to sincere prayers, and the clover, the 4-leaf clover, which indicates luck, which indicates opportunity, and also with the attraction card, which indicates the supermoon attraction card. Some of you guys have been wishing. So what I'm hearing, group number 2, is some of you guys have been manifesting really hard for something. On the eclipse, you guys might have manifested or written something in your manifestation journal. You guys might have been listening to subliminals. You guys might have, and even if you weren't directly manifesting it, I'm hearing group number 2, a lot of you guys spend a lot of time praying. Even if you don't believe in God, you talk to God in the shower or in your head or to yourself, praying or hoping for something. And for some of you guys, a lot of you have just this huge dream that you have in your heart. One of the biggest messages or songs I channeled for you was that Cinderella song, A dream is a wish your heart makes. Listen to that song in Cinderella, guys. A dream is, that one in Disney, because I feel like group number 2, you are really connected to music. I feel that a lot because I keep seeing canaries, and I keep seeing canaries. So I feel like a lot of you guys, one thing about music is that it's starting to hit different recently. A lot of you might have been listening to music to improve your mood, or a lot of you guys, you might actually be singers or musicians, or some of you might be trying to learn how to be a singer or a musician. But I'm definitely hearing music is a very big part of your life. And what I'm hearing is that it's always going to be a big part of your life. Even if it's not your job, it is always going to be what you need to listen to or do to be happy. That's just how it is for you, group number 2. But anyway, I'm going to get back to that. But what I hear for you guys is a lot of you, your heart, you have been wishing for something to come into your life that would finally give you the life that you are craving for in your soul. Because what I'm seeing, group number 2, is a lot of you guys, like I said, your life was on hold, but a lot of you guys have really big, ambitious dreams. A lot of you want the finer things in life. You want the nice things in life. You want to live a blessed life, and you also want to do something that's going to be impactful and you're going to be remembered for. So what I'm seeing for you, group number 2, is you're definitely the type of ambitious people where you yearn with all of your soul to express yourself in some way and have that change people's lives in a very big way, whether it's through music, art, singing. I mean, I'm even getting, for some of you, it's being a YouTube psychic or a psychic. For some of you guys, it could be a poet or an author or something like that. But what I'm seeing, group number 2, is a lot of you have very big, ambitious dreams about you and because what I'm looking at is this. I'm looking at this bird, and from this bird, they're calling out with their expression, and it's radiating these circles that permeate the air. So group number 2, I really feel like for you, it's one of your biggest dreams to be able to chirp like this bird with whatever you do, and have it change people's lives and have it inspire people, as I see too with the poet card as well. And group number 2, I want to tell you, you wouldn't have these ambitious dreams, you wouldn't have this ambitious drive if it wasn't a part of your destiny and path. People where they're not meant to achieve that kind of success or recognition, they don't have that same drive, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that's not their path, and we all have different paths. So I'm telling you, if you have that yearning, that wish, that want, those dreams, that means that's absolutely going to be a part of your path, because your soul is longing to experience that in this life. I want you to know that people who don't have that hunger, it is not their path. Only people who have the hunger, they are meant to experience that. And you have the hunger is what I'm seeing. And guys, I want you to know, a lot of you have been praying about your life finally changing to be like, you're almost Cinderella. That's how I feel. A lot of you guys feel like you're Cinderella, like your life is just a SHI, you know what show, and you're waiting for that prince to come save you. You're waiting for that thing, that fairy godmother to come your way. Group number 2, I'm seeing that God has seen all the work you have done. God has seen, like, heard your prayers, seen your tears, seen you go through probably one of the most challenging years of your life, working on your shadow work, letting go of things that were no longer serving you, growing as a person, and these things have not been easy. So God is sending you with divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. God is sending you this with this attraction, this full moon and this 4-leaf clover. God is sending you that opportunity you have been praying for. God is sending you that blessing. God is answering your prayer, whether it's for a soulmate, whether it's for a better career opportunity, for you to find what path you're meant to take, for you to get that connection you need. God is sending you whatever it is you've been wanting for in your heart. God is sending you an answer to that prayer in August 2020. What I will say, group number 2, is that this clover has a time limit, and also it's wrapped in red ribbon. It's it's darker in nature, and there's like a trickster little fairy sitting on top of it. So group number 2, and some of you guys, I'm hearing some of you guys you smoke weed or some, I'm hearing a lot of you guys, you partake in certain substances is what I'm seeing. A lot of you guys, okay, so I just got a quick message. Some of you guys partake in certain substances, like, I'm not going to say what, like plant medicine or alcohol or prescription, whatever the case is. And God is saying that you're using these substances to mask some sort of emotion you don't want to face. Because group number 2, you are the type of people, and if it's not drugs, you're masking your dreams, you're masking your addiction to success or your workaholic, whatever you do in excess. I feel like God is saying, you're doing something in excess in order to mask the fact that you're grieving and you're actually going through kind of still a little bit of depression. Because group number 2, when I see Moon Capricorn, this normally means, like, it doesn't mean you have it, but it means like it's really hard for you to access your emotions. It's really hard for you to address emotions. So for instance, if you have what I'm seeing is, like, if you start to get anxious, you will drink to forget the anxiety. Or, if you start to feel upset and vulnerable that you feel rejected, you'll just be like, whatever, I'll just focus on work and I'm not going to focus on the fact that I was rejected in my love life. You guys don't allow yourself to freeze and really process your emotions, because there's something, you were hurt so bad. There's something that happened to you. This could have been a father abandoned you, issues with whatever the case is. You were hurt so bad at one point in your life, and the emotions were so severe anger so strong that your brain, in order to protect you, was like, okay, we can never feel those kind of emotions again. That almost killed you. So you have this defense mechanism, group number 2, where anytime you feel anything that's a lot, you shut yourself off and focus on something else, because the pain, you feel things so much and the pain's too great. But group number 2, I'm seeing that a lot of you guys, you're starting to become present in your body, which means a lot of you guys are like, I don't want to do that anymore in August. You're starting to allow yourself to feel the pain, allow yourself to feel the anxiety, because you're doing this in order to see what's in alignment, what needs to be healed and what doesn't. And I'm seeing group number 2, like one of the biggest blessings coming for you is that you have done so much healing on yourself that I feel like this is a reward for all of the difficult times you have went through. And this is, like I said, going to be a sincere answer to your prayers, whether it's a soulmate, job, opportunity, whatever the case is. In group number 2, I want to say, let's go back to the music. You are so connected to music. A lot of you guys, you're starting to listen to music while you're getting ready. A lot of you just like music gets you through the day when you don't want to do something. A lot of you guys, you play music or you want to sing. Even if you don't think you're very good, guys, I want to let you know that I had so many bird references. Like if we look at this, it's almost insane. We have 1, we have 2 with the poet, and we have positivity with 2 birds. A lot of you guys, I really feel as though one of the ways you get grounded in your body is through listening to music, is through practicing music. And I feel like, guys, for some of you, it's not going to be like that for all of you, but for some of you, you have been praying for a music career. You have been praying for you to be able to be noticed or have a high status with the queen. You've been praying to have a high status through your art. Spirit is saying they're going to give you an answer to that prayer, no matter what it is in August. That's going to show you the way. But I will say this, and I can't say whether it's going to be like a huge break or not. You would not have that hunger unless it was a part of your destiny. So some of you guys, you have also been manifesting a love relationship with somebody that you can build an empire with, someone who's mature, someone who is stable, somebody who is very spiritual, not religious, but spiritual, connected to God, and is able to help you build these dreams for yourself. Some of you are even going to get answers about that in August 2020, because I will say this for those people watching who are interested in soulmates, okay? With the King of Swords, with the gold card right here, and also with the King of Pentacles, I really feel like in this life, your soulmate, your love soulmate needs to be somebody who you can build an empire with, who is going to help you build up your dreams, because group number 2, you have a lot of dreams. And I see for a lot of you who have been manifesting that, this person could enter your life pretty soon. I see them being older. I see them being mature. I see them being business oriented, very logical, whether they are male or female. I will say this is going to be a message that's only for some of you, but I really feel like for a lot of you, what's happening is a lot of you are going through a change in destiny and a change in career and a change in direction that's allowing you to be more authentic at your job and career. But what I was specifically seeing for you guys, this is the love message that came up, so just bear with me if you're not into love, but I feel like this could pertain to everybody. What I'm seeing for you guys is a lot of you recently, you have been with someone who was your rebound. I see that with the 3 of Swords, and I also see it with the calming tonic, which represents the King of Cups. A lot of you guys have been dating rebounds or people to heal your heart. Some of you guys have been dating people who are liars, who are gaslighters, who would just say what you wanted to hear in order to make you happy in the moment. But whatever the case is, group number 2, a lot of you were dating people who were not very strong people. They were wishy-washy. They were not solid. They didn't have a good sense of self. They were not very solid in energy, because you know, normally the King of Cups is, but with this deck, this is someone with calming tonic, somebody who, you know, might have had substance addictions. They weren't strong in energy. They weren't strong about their sense of self. They were very fluid. They changed their personality and the things they said depending on the situation. This is going to just bring you heartbreak, group number 2, for whoever this is. people like that is only going to bring you heartbreak. You need someone who's very alpha in energy. And I'm not talking about male or female. I'm talking about somebody who's going to have their own purpose, have their own drive, be someone who has their own empire, be someone who's very put together, very logical, has a good, strong sense of self, who's not going to be swayed or tell you something just to tell it to you. This is going to be someone, guys, like, look, when I look at your soulmate, okay, group number 2, this is a strong message. I don't care if you're not into it for love. This is what Spirit wants to say. Your soulmate is going to be someone who's very mature and stoic. They're going to be someone who has a good sense of self, who has their stuff together, who is ambitious, who has drive, and who's able to bring you up and motivate that drive in you and help you build something. This person isn't going to be someone who's emotionally manipulative or gaslighting. They're going to be direct, straight to the point, honest, even if it hurts sometimes, but they're going to be stern and firm, okay, and successful. That is your soulmate, and that's something that Spirit really wanted me to tell you. And group number 2, for those of you who are really scared about releasing your ex, okay, some of you need to release your ex. If that does not sound like your ex, tell them to go bye. Or like, if you're with someone right now that doesn't sound like that and you guys have been unhappy, tell them bye, because Spirit is really like stressing that. And I feel like group number 2, a lot of you guys were coming to this energy where I really feel like this is one of the things that you're manifesting into your life. Beware of a Taurus. They could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or whatever, but if not, beware of people around you, group number 2, who act like your friends or not, or people who cut you down. Beware of people who cut you down. Don't tell your secrets to people. Be very private during this time, because the North Node is in Gemini and it's going to be conjunction Venus in August. So just be careful about who you trust. That was a very big thing I heard, because I sense group number 2, a lot of you guys, you have people around you who I feel like, one, are very physically attracted to you, but when it comes to the deeper stuff, like, beware of people who are trying to seduce you, or people who just want to get in your pants, you know, those kind of people. And also beware of people who want to start drama, or who are going to tell your secrets, or people that are very cutthroat with you. Because group number 2, I'm not going to lie, with Moon in Capricorn, I feel like you guys have a lot of issues with women and making friends with women, and like dealing with women who can be a little stuck up. If anyone acts like they're better than you, if anyone tries to talk down to you, group number 2, you don't need that in your energy. You need to be surrounded by positive people who are going to bring you up. And that was a big message Spirit wanted me to tell you for August 2020. Be around people who sing your praises, who bring you up, who compliment you. Stay away from people who try to cut you down, or like underhanded compliments. You don't need that. And anyone who does that is not your friend. And anyone who does that is projecting their insecurities on you. Be around these people who are going to bring you up and inspire you and cheer you up, guys, because I do see group number 2 in August. For a lot of you, you're going to have multiple different admirers or people coming at you. I just sense that, but just be careful is all I'm saying. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye. All right, to group number 3. So this is what I'm seeing for you guys. I'm seeing that a lot of you have recently went through a major glow up. A lot of you have started to take care of your body. You have started working out. You have started eating better. I'm hearing a lot of you guys too, you might have been trying to grow out your hair, or have all natural hair, or start taking care of your hair, or you did something to your hair that's really pretty, or it's really attractive. I'm just hearing a lot of you guys, you have just been really glowing up recently. For some of you, it could have just been before you were so insecure about your hair that you kept trying to change it, or for some of you, you were too scared to ever change your hair. But some of you guys, you are growing out your hair, you did something to your hair, and I'm hearing that a lot of people really like your hair. There's something about how thick it is, how full it is. This has something to do with your hair, and hair is actually a symbol of health. Hair is a symbol of health, fertility, vitality. So group number 3, it's not just that, you know, you look good and you're sexy. It's that that you are doing something with your health in August, or you already have. You're doing something, you're changing something in your life to become more healthy. And because you are doing this, you look radiant, you look healthy, and that is attractive. And I see that for you guys, group number 3. But specifically, some of you guys might be growing out your all-natural hair, or you might be growing out your hair, you might be taking hair vitamins, or, you know, doing some sort of new hair routine is what I'm hearing. All of these things are really manifesting for you guys, and you are going through a major glow up. But for some reason, there's a huge emphasis on growing out the hair, on you know, accepting your natural beauty, on becoming a lot more healthy, a lot more, or if not healthy, you're taking care of yourself, you're brushing your hair, you're washing your face at night, you're like actively trying to improve yourself through grooming, which is great, group number 3. And because of this, in August, I see you going through a huge glow up. Your body, your hair, you're just going to be glowing, because I also had the Empress twice. I had the Empress right here, and I had the High Priestess. I'm sorry. So what's happening, guys, is you're really stepping into your feminine power. But let's explain that, because all females and all masculines have a feminine side, feminine energy. Feminine energy is powerful because feminine energy has the ability to seduce, move, influence, inspire. I mean, the greatest muses in history were women, because they knew how to inspire certain feelings. They knew how to you know, just like inspire great minds, right? That's the feminine energy. It's creativity, it's seduction, it's charm. It's the art of attracting without pushing. It's the art of, it's just like this beautiful art that allows you to be creative, charming, and attract to you what you desire. And group number 3, I'm seeing that you have really mastered this energy in you. A lot of people around you really find you attractive, group 3, and a lot of people are talking about you. They have, I'm feeling like crush energy, which I'm going to get to in August. This is what's going to happen. I do want to say, though, I will tell you guys this, there's a lot of negative gossip around you right now, as I see with the gossip card in reverse, because a lot of people are seeing your glow up, or a lot of people are starting to see you step into your power, and they don't like this. And I specifically got for you, group number 3, that this is somebody, so the person talking about you who's gossiping about you, group 3, this is somebody who's really naturally very attractive, as I see with the Swan card, but underneath they are extremely insecure and extremely unhappy. So whoever it is talking bad about you, on paper, this person looks like they have everything, they have their life together, that they're beautiful, but they don't see themselves like that. And also these people are, they're just never satisfied, they're never happy. They can have the whole world, like they could be like somebody who just has everything and they're unhappy. They are gossiping about you, group number 3, because they are seeing your glow up, and they're seeing it's not just a glow up, they're seeing that you're stepping into your power and you're stepping into your strength. Because group number 3, this is what I see about you. I see that recently you have went through a huge transformation, as I see with the Death card, whether it's physically or internally, where you're starting to be okay with being independent. You're starting to love yourself. You're independent. You are strong. You're spiritually aligned as well as physically aligned. You have just really went through this huge transformation that has turned you into your higher self, that has this power and this magnetism, and a lot of people are noticing it's not just this person. And this was after you went through some sort of painful ending, some sort of tragedy happened in your life, as I see with the Ten of Swords and death, and you didn't lay down and let it take you. You got yourself up and you charged forward with strength. And this person is jealous of you, that you have that kind of strength and that you have transformed in such a big way, this person that I'm talking about. And they're physically seeing that transformation in you. Another thing I see about this group number 3 is a lot of you guys, if you are going through something right now, because I do see group number 3, there is this Tower card, and this Tower is a wake-up call from God. Tower moments are not fun because they are drama that explodes in your face. That's a wake-up call from God about what you need to remove in your life and what needs to just go from your life. So I see a lot of you guys went through this Tower moment of extreme pain, of extreme endings, of extreme stress. But what I'm seeing is that you guys have got the courage. Like, you literally, with this balance card and the fact that she's drinking blood from the lion's mouth, you guys have literally slayed your demons and you have come out stronger than ever before in August. And you're literally radiating royal, regal energy. That's you, group number 3. This could have always been you your whole life, but I don't think it has really come out till now. And it's not like the type of energy that wants to tell people what to do or be the queen bee. It's literally the energy of you, group number 3, where you don't need to walk with anyone else. You are completely fine on your own. You are confident in yourself and you're doing what you need to do, and you don't care what anyone else thinks, and you are radiating right now, group number 3. That's what I'm hearing. You are radiating power. So you're going to have a lot of haters, because I do see with this card in reverse, a lot of you guys have a lot of haters around you that don't like to see that. And I see that with exile too, as well as clearing negativity. Okay, so I feel like group number 3, a lot of you guys, the people who are talking bad about you are people you cut off because you were focused on you, or these are the same people that have rejected you in the past that now see your glow up and don't like to see you getting ahead in life, because that's what I see for you, group number 3, in August. I see a huge incline. So first of all, I had the prosperity card for you in August 2020, and I also see it with the 10 of Pentacles, which I had twice. Now the 10 of Pentacles talks about having it all. It talks about material happiness. It talks about physical, emotional happiness. It talks about an empire. And also with the Empress, this talks about being a queen or an empress of your own empire, group number 3. A lot of you guys, I will say this, if you're not there yet in your journey, depending on your age, a lot of you, it is your destiny to have some sort of business or empire where you are going to rule over. That's what I see for you, big time. That's what I see for you as part of your destiny. But some of you are already on this pathway right now. Some of you guys have already been working towards your goals. And I see with prosperity card, you guys are coming into extreme material security, financial security. Because I'm not going to lie, group 3, for the longest time, all of us were going through career blows. We were going through healing. We were going through DNA healing. But now is finally the time when we're starting to see our rise, okay? With the nodal shifts and the degrees everything is at. Group number 3, I see that this is your rise, because first of all, if you guys aren't there yet, having your own empire, I have the inspiration card right here. The inspiration card, which means that in August, you guys are going to be granted inspiration. You guys are going to be very driven, because one conjunction that came up in my head was Sun Mars. So a lot of you guys in August, you're going to have a lot of energy to get things done. A lot of you guys are going to have the vigor to work out, to work, and have excitement while you do it. And a lot of you guys, you're going to be an unstoppable force of creativity in August 2020. That's what I really see about you. You're going to get a lot of things done that are building up your future in a very positive way. And not only that, Sun Mars means you defeat your enemies. So a lot of you guys, you might be competing for something, you might be in a competitive field, or you might be dealing with a lot of enemies around you who want to bring you down and not see you succeed. I see you defeating your enemies, like those same people that tried to pick on you, that put you down, because I'm seeing group number 3 throughout your life. I'm seeing that you have been singled out. You're constantly being berated. You're constantly being, with Black Moon Lilith, a lot of you guys, you're made out to be the evil one, the bad guy. You're made out, a lot of people, if we think about the Lilith story is kind of like the Salem witch trials, where you know, it's a woman who stands out, who is very strong in her power, who's very seductive, who is bold and not afraid to be themselves, who's very alluring. And you know, this can intimidate a lot of other women who are not as confident as you. So I see that throughout your life, or not just women, people throughout your life, you've been made a villain. Throughout your life, you've been singled out, you've been rejected, you've been just a lot. Like, you've been rejected by people, exiled by people. Group 3, you've been made to be a villain just because of your powerful energy. But group number 3, I see in August 2020 that this is your rise, this is your revenge, this is your haha moment, where you're coming back from a devastating blow to your ego, is what I heard with this Tower. A lot of you are coming out of a period of time where you had a devastating Tower moment that was a blow to your ego, that you know, was very traumatic, where you went through literal, like, this talks about actual pain, guys. Some of you might have lost someone, but it literally felt like you died. Like, it literally felt, with this Tower, 10 of Swords, death, you died. Something ended that was really painful. And I'm seeing that it's not going to remain this way. You guys in August are on your upswing, and from this, you're clearing a lot of negativity in your life, specifically with people who are fake, right here with the Gossip card in reverse, and people who I feel like with some of this, these are people that might pretend to be your friend and be happy for you, but underneath they're really jealous. And guys, I also got for you in August infinite abundance. So we have prosperity, infinite abundance, 2 10 of Pentacles cards, guys. Like, I don't know what's going on for you in August, but a lot of you guys are about to come into a lot of money, or you're about to come into a very blessed time in your life after going through the lowest of the low. And I also see that with calmness as well. A lot of you with the hummingbird, this represents milk and honey, the sweetness of life. But not only that, it represents, I feel like a lot of you guys are starting to eat better. You're starting to put better things in your body and treat yourself the way you deserve from the inside. And it's showing on the outside, and you are going through this huge glow up where you have a lot of energy. And what I'm hearing, guys, is a lot of you with soul writing, we have soul writing twice, and creativity. A lot of you want to be illustrators, is what I'm hearing. You want to create a tarot deck, an oracle deck. You want to draw for a living, be a tattoo artist. Some of you guys, you're writing a book. Some of you guys want to publish a book, or publish a vlog, or write something. If you guys were thinking about starting, if you guys have been working on a craft, or you have been inspired to do a craft, or whatever the case is, I see you guys working really hard on some sort of craft that involves your hands. This could be making anything from whatever your passion project is. Because I see group number 3 with these cards, it doesn't just have to do with writing. This to me looks like a passion project that you're doing with your hands, or you want to do. If you have been working on that, or if you are involved in a passion project where you're creating something you really like, I see that this is going to bring you prosperity, absolutely, with these cards right here. And group number 3, what I do want to say is that I feel like you're still in the healing process, as I see with this healing card. I feel like a lot of you are still healing yourself, but what I'm telling you is August is going to be the start of your rise. This is when things are going to start getting a lot better. And also what I'm hearing too is a lot of you have went through a lot of difficult hardships in your life, because part of your purpose, because remember, in life it's not just about making money, being successful, and having an empire. It's also about, with this compassion card, helping other people get there. It's about using yourself to build other people up as well. And I see group number 3, your story one day, like your story of what you've been through, or your advice, or the random things you say to other people to help build them up, is actually going to inspire other people to get on your level as well. So some of you guys, you have a really crazy story. You have like a crazy past. You have crazy experiences. And actually group 3, I'm hearing from your spirit guides, sharing these experiences is what's going to bring you success. Publishing your story, speaking about your story, giving advice based on all the crazy things that you have went through is going to give you success. All of these things. Now, group 3, what I do want to say with Let Your Friends Help You though is that Spirit is showing me, guys, that you're about to meet friends or people who are on your level spiritually and mentally, who are going to build you up. A lot of you guys, you might feel called to go to some sort of healer, a psychic healer, an acupuncturist, a Reiki healer, a psychic healer, a medium, whatever the case is. You might have South Node transitioning your 6th house in your rising or moon chart. I'm seeing group number 3, a lot of you guys, if you were to go to some sort of psychic healer at this time, a therapist, Reiki therapist, any sort of emotional or spiritual healer, this is something that would be really good for you, because I'm seeing that with the Page of Swords and the clearing negativity, they could help you cut some cords right now. And these are, I always say, these are things you can do yourself. You can always cleanse yourself, cleanse your home yourself. You can give yourself a tarot reading. But if you feel like you need someone else to do it, a professional to do it, a professional to read your birth chart, a professional to clear your energy and your chakras, I'm seeing group 3, if you were called to do this, this is absolutely something you should do right now. And they'd be able to cut the cords and clear your energy from things that are draining your energy, things that are around you. A lot of you, group number 3, you might be suffering from a lot of anger, or you might feel these people sending negative attacks on you energetically. If you went to some sort of healer at this time, I feel like it would be very helpful for you, and it would bring a lot of calmness into your life, whether it's a therapist, a psychic healer, or whatever you feel drawn to. And guys, for those of you who are really struggling with your health, I want to tell you once again, I had the Jade card. The recovery of health and wellness is here. So group number 3, I really sense with this healer and the Jade card, a lot of you in August, you're going to be around someone, and I feel like it's a woman. It could be a woman in your family or just a friend. There's going to be a woman in your life who's really helping you through August, who's helping you heal, who's helping you get your life on track, who's a good ear for you to listen to as well. So yeah, there's some petty people. You have issues with community, group 3, but I also see with Let Your Friends Help You that a lot of you guys are attracting or have someone in your life or in your family who is a healer to you, who's an angel to you, who's helping you get through these times, group 3. And I really sense that, and I sense a lot of you are attracting friends that are healers, that help heal you, or women who are support you during this time. A lot of women are coming in to support you and help heal you as well. I specifically saw women, but it doesn't have to be women. And I'm also seeing, for those of you guys who are struggling with your health, that's going to become improved. And another message I have for you guys is some of you might be healers yourself, because I had healer and Jade. So a lot of you, you might feel drawn to Jade or the color green. I would absolutely get that right now for you during this time. And I'm also seeing with the Tree card as well. The Tree card, and you're building something right now. You're building something that's going to last a long time. The changes and the inspiration and the dedication and motivation that you are doing now is building you a solid foundation for the future, as I see with the Tree and the 10 of Pentacles, and you will be successful at this time. But specifically, I see you attracting a lot of people, a lot of like-minded people. So a lot of you guys might have lost some friends. A lot of you might have issues with community. You might feel very alone during this time, but that is because those people had to leave your life for you to manifest people who are more on your level, who are healers, who are empathetic, who let you be authentic, who heal your energy rather than put you down, guys. This is a major theme for everyone, but I'm seeing that you're finding a new community of people who are empathetic, who are kind, who are healers. And I actually feel like it's going to bring out the healer in you, group number 3. It is, because I also sense that you guys are natural healers. And one of the ways you heal yourself is through sharing your experiences, and how you heal others is through sharing your experiences, through writing, and through talking about the things that you have been through. But that's what I truly feel for you guys. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you later. Bye.